Hello, my name is Anonymous. I am a writer, director, producer, and I am here to share my new project with you today. As you can see, this is a professional prompt for an AI video generator, and I want to show you how I constructed this prompt step by step so that you can make similar prompts for your own projects. So let's get started. First of all, we need to specify the length of the video. If you want better quality, you can write HD quality or even 4K quality. However, I don't recommend choosing higher quality than the one that you are willing to pay for because higher quality usually equals higher price. So right here I wrote full length, which means I want an approximately 8-minute long video. Of course, you can specify any other lengths that you wish. First of all, we need to describe the setting. The colors have mysteriously disappeared, leaving the world dull and silent. A young girl named Nira, born with rainbow freckles and a wild imagination, is the only one who still remembers what color felt like. This is our protagonist, a young girl named Nira. Here I wrote, along the way, she visits strange lands, the cave of forgotten reds, the mountain of faded blues, and the forest of whispering greens. These are the challenges that our protagonist, Nira, will face on her journey. She is the only one who remembers what colors look like, and she is determined to bring them back to the world. This is the style of the animation. I want it to be bright and colorful. You can also specify the type of animation here. For example, if you want hand-drawn animation, you can write hand-drawn animation. This is the overall feeling I want this video to have. Here I wrote, in the once vibrant land of Chromolandia. This is where our story takes place. This is the type of sound effects I would like to have in this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. Goodbye. I want them to be lighthearted and fun. You can also specify the music genre here. For example, if you want classical music, you can write classical music. It's a colorful and magical land filled with wonder and excitement. For example, if you want a 3-minute long video, you can write short lengths. I want this video to have a positive message that children can learn from. This is the story of a young girl who goes on an adventure to find the lost colors of the world. Now let me show you how to make your videos even longer. All you have to do is add multi-episode at the end of your prompt. Then specify the number of episodes you want. For example, if you want 3 episodes, you can write 3 episodes. This is the main conflict of the story. The colors are gone and the world is in trouble. I wrote, but Nira soon discovers that colors aren't just things you see, they are things you feel. Joy, courage, friendship, and creativity. The final color, gold, is hidden in her own heart. As she brings the colors back to the world, the people of Chromolandia learn to see color not just with their eyes, but with their hearts. This is how the story ends. Nira discovers that colors are more than just what you see. They're also what you feel. And a faded butterfly, she sets off on a quest to find the lost colors. This is how our protagonist, Nira, is going to solve the problem. She is guided by a talking paintbrush and a faded butterfly to help her on her quest. It's a magical and inspiring story that teaches children about the importance of creativity and imagination. Or if you want a 15-minute long video, you can write long lengths. I wrote, in each place, she must solve a riddle or perform an act of kindness to release a trapped color. This is the turning point of the story. By the way, If you stay until the end of this video, I will share with you a bonus tip that will make your videos even longer. So stay tuned. Next, I specified the quality I would like to have for this video. And here I wrote high quality. Then I defined the genre of the video. In this case, it's going to be animated storytelling video. This is very important because it helps the AI determine the style of the video. Next, we need to define the age group. Here I wrote children aged 4-9. Keep in mind that the younger the audience, the simpler the language and visuals should be. Next, I added narrated in English. If you want your video to be generated in another language, just specify the language here. You can also add with subtitles if you want the video to have subtitles. Moving on, we have the most important part, which is the story idea. Here I wrote the lost colors. Now let's take a closer look at this story idea and how to make it more detailed. Next, we need to introduce the main character. I wrote every hill, tree and cloud shimmered with magical colors until one morning everything turned gray. Then we need to describe the problem. Here I wrote the colors of the world had disappeared, leaving everything gray and lifeless. Next, we need to describe the solution. I wrote guided by a talking paintbrush. Then we need to describe the obstacles. Next, we need to describe the climax. And finally, we need to describe the resolution. Moving on, we need to describe the visuals. Here I wrote bright animation. Next, we need to describe the audio. Here I wrote whimsical sound effects. Next, we need to describe the tone. Here I wrote magical, adventurous, and inspiring. And finally, we need to describe the ending. Here I wrote heartwarming moral. This is how you construct a professional prompt for an AI video generator. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it.